Okay, for this week's project, um, it will be a musical project similar to the last beat project. I don't mind if you use GarageBand or BandLab, whichever one you'd like. The difference for this project is we're going to actually create some vocals using an AI generator. Some of you may have heard of it, some of you may have even used it before. So, your goal is to have something like this, and I'm going to go by step on how I achieve this. First, I'm going to play you my beat that I made. Now, I will tell you some of it looks a little different. That's because, just for fun, I actually recorded guitar and bass. You don't have to do anything like that. Okay, we're not going to listen to the entire thing, but what I did do is I did include an arrangement track, which I do encourage a lot of us to do, but not everybody does it. This project, I frankly, I find it to be necessary because to include the vocals is going to be very difficult if you're not organized. So I just, instead of saying like verse, bridge, chorus, all that kind of thing, I just say part A, part B, then I repeat part A, meaning whatever happens in A here happens in A here. And actually, even though I call it outro, my outro is also part A. So my structure of my song is my A part to B part, back to A part. I double the B part, meaning the B part happens 2 times in this section. And then actually, I should rename this slash A because all it is my A part, but with a little bit of a fade out. Okay, so what is also included is some vocals from Suno. So let me show you what I have now. Now, I will tell you, I'm pretty dang like blown away by like how this came out. I've never done this before, so this is like a brand new thing for me as well. So what I'm going to do is going to go step by step on how I went to achieve this. I did write down some notes over here. GarageBand does offer you this over here. So GarageBand might be the better choice if you want to do something like this, though you could achieve the same thing in BandLab. You just got to pay very close attention to your sections. Okay, so what I'm going to do is day one is just going to be putting together some sounds and having it organized. Okay, so I would say that's a very good day one project. Okay, so I'm gonna start a new project. Now, unlike our last projects where I said must have 4 samples for full credit or something like that, I would actually recommend that you keep this one as simple as possible. Like more than anything, what you're really gonna want to pay attention to is this, your tempo. The other way to say tempo is your BPM, your key, and how many. See, this is everything is kind of going to be broken down into multiples of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. These are your bars. Okay, you're going to be using these bars not only for your organization of your track, but that's how you're going to explain it to Suno on how to organize it. So mine came out good, but I also prompted it pretty well. So I'm going to go ahead and put something together. I'm going to do some sort of house thing. Yeah, I'll do it like a house. Oops. Actually, maybe not. I'll do something really incredibly simple. So let's see. No, 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 nothing like that. Okay. I'm gonna try this thing right here. It's pretty short. I change to my tempo to 78 in B flat minor. Okay, I think that'll work. On top of that, I'm going to do. I'm just gonna look for some. What did I do? Electronic and some drums. Okay, something like that could work. Okay, great. I think that will work. What I'm going to try to do is find something to go here so that I can kind of create that A section, B section kind of setup that I had on the one that I did. So I'm going to stick with electronic, and now I'm going to do maybe like a bass. That might actually work. Let's see. What does it sound like going from one to the next? Let's see. Okay, that's going to work out great. Now, if you're wondering why these ones are green and this one's blue, that's because these are MIDI. And we're not really quite there yet to kind of explain what that means, but that's okay. So I'm going to keep mine very simple. I'm actually going to use the exact same structure that I did for my song. I'm going to go A part, B part, repeat it. Oops, I'll try that again. So A part, B part, A part, B part. Repeat my A part. I'm sorry, my B part one time. I'm going to repeat my A part here, and then probably do like a bit of a fade out. I'm going to go through the way that this sounds in just one moment. Now, at this point, we've all had experience at least creating one beat, right? And then we've also seen me like do it several times. Okay, so I'm just gonna preview it. What does it sound like? Great. Look, I'm going to leave it like that. I'm not going to overcomplicate it. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to go to track, show arrangement track, and I'm going to do something like this. Oh, mine is actually, this one's shorter than mine, which is perfect. Doesn't need to be long. I'm going to say, boom. And notice how all of my arrangements are sticking right in the graph. Okay, nothing too crazy. Right on my bold lines. Okay. That one actually, because I'm doubling it. Okay, now we have our outro. Okay, I'm going to rename everything to my A part. I'm going to call this my B part. I'm going to call this my A part. I'm going to call this one my B part. And I'm going to call this one my outro slash A part, because it is just the A part with a fade out. Now, what I really want to keep track of is tempo, or BPM is another way to say it, my key, and my amount of bars in each section. Okay, so it's not necessarily required. Okay, I'm not going to take points away from you if you don't do this, but I'm going to do this. What do I have? I have track is in what's called B flat minor. Okay, that's what that little b is. You could write it like this. Your AI software will know what that means. The other way to say it is like this: B flat. Sorry, B flat minor. And I will help you with this if you're not quite sure. Okay, so that's super important. Tempo slash beats per minute. That's what BPM means. BPM and tempo are the same thing. Is 78. Okay. I have my structure is going to be like this. Part A is going to be, I can go over here and count. How many bars do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4. And that makes sense because starting on the 1 right here is 5. Okay. So we have 4 bars for my part A, and it just repeats. Part B, I have 1, 2, 3, 4. In this section, in my part B section, 4 bars. Part A again, just repeating. 4 bars. Part B, a little bit of a Bart B, bro. Come on now. This is a little bit of a change. We have 8 bars because it's a little bit longer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And my outro has 4 bars. Why is this going to be important? Because we want to be as detailed as possible when we send our information over to Suno. That'll be it for this portion of the tutorial.